all this stupid thing. Come on. Come on. Freaking work. Come on.
And now, coming to you from the classiest radio station on the air, this is
the Offensive Content Podcast.
Brand new banger.
The clothes hanger add-on just pops out of the wheelchair.
Remember, ladies, one must not get one's knickers in a twist.
I have 3 knives and a gun on me, so I'm not afraid.
Holy shit, this is getting real.
Here it comes.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 5 of the Offensive Content Podcast. I'm your host, Drexen, and we are joined here tonight by Tyson.
Yo.
Chris.
Yo.
Alex.
Hey.
Jason.
What's up?
And our first official guest, James.
What, because butterscotch doesn't count? She goes to ass to mouth, but she doesn't count.
She's the groupie.
She's here all the time in spirit.
So anyways, to get some plugs out of the way, we've got our website, offensivepodcast.com, where you can find all of our episodes up there uploaded to SoundCloud. You can also find hyperlinks to Google Play, iTunes, all that good jazz. Facebook at Offensive Content Podcast. You can give us a like there and a follow there, so that way we can keep you up to date when our episode's coming out, new content, and any suggestions. You can also message us directly with any things you'd like us to cover.
What is this, like, new mode he's doing?
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Welcome to the midnight hour.
Why is he winking at you when he's saying this,
I have
Jay?
no idea.
Like, the one eyebrow's
Is
going
he
up, he's like
channeling the
licking his
morning
lips,
zoo
looking at
crew?
you, be like,
I
oh,
am.
butterscotch isn't the only one.
George Michael should be playing in the background for sure.
I heard she delivers. And then... Sexy sax, man, just slipping into the hot tub. And then we also have our Instagram at Offensive Podcast, where you can see behind-the-scenes stuff there. So, anyways, good week. Ad campaign's just finishing up on Facebook. 250 real profiles.
No, not even close.
Quay?
Gay?
Wie du hast one follower from Germany.
How many do we have for Mexico?
All
the rest?
No, Mexico and Samoa are like tied.
Oh, jeez.
100 each.
About 100 each.
Man, I
We
thought
have, like,
all of the
50 real
Facebook hackers would be
followers.
coming from China. I'm so disillusioned.
Me too. But it is what it is.
And we have some asshole that's trying to hack our website right now.
Oh, for like the
Really?
last 2 weeks. Many different assholes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What are they trying to get?
Your
knows?
information.
Probably your information. Yeah.
It's the one hot chick out there that doesn't know how to contact you, Chris.
It's that Nigerian prince. Please let me give you $1 million. Help me out.
It's like, so I heard you have varied tastes. You ever done an amputee? I haven't, so ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bucket list, check.
He's not opposed to stump blasting, just saying.
Pegging to a whole new level.
Literally.
So anyways, we're joined by our guest here, James. Why don't you go and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, so I'm James. I am kind
Really
of
stoned.
new. Yeah, that's you.
He's a little bit blazed right now.
But yeah, so I live in Indonesia. That's where I spend a majority of my time. I'm actually just back here in town visiting family and had shoulder surgery, so that's cool.
How fast did you go through all your pain meds?
A day.
How many of them did you sell?
100. That's why I went through them so fast.
So, dude, this kid has been on a rager for like the past 2 months since he's been home. Like, tell us a little bit about your Oregon trip.
So, went to Oregon. It was super cool. So, area's super beautiful. We went to wine country, so it was like out of the area. But the highlight of the trip is the dispensaries. So it is so wild just to go into a shop and see somebody that you expect to be like a CEO, and they're like dressed like that, And then they're just like talking to you about weed. They're like, oh yeah, dude, this different strain and like blah 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 and has all these different flavors and yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Found out I couldn't handle edibles, so
Nobody can.
Edibles are so good though.
Nobody can have edibles. Just like last
Just
week.
in Oregon. I'm seeing a pattern here. Oregon plus edibles. Yeah.
One
Like, so how much did you eat? I ate a brownie. No, you're only supposed to eat like a little bit. Like take a bite of the brownie. It's like, fuck you. Make it brownie strength.
How many edibles did you eat at once?
like 3 to 5.
The whole tray.
3 to 5.
Trays.
So we're sitting there, and I'm closing my eyes. I'm like about to fall asleep, and I like start teleporting. Like I start like my body just starts disintegrating, and I like go to the beginning of the universe, and then everything's just like boom, it explodes, and I'm like flying. I'm watching the universe like get created. And as I get to, like, our time, I start to slow down a little bit, and then I, like, fast forward through time. Don't remember anything from the future, but I do remember turning around and then just looking and watching everything fade away, and it was just so overwhelming. But overall, it was, like, such a good experience, though, because I just felt like, you know, things are going to come and things are going to go, and it doesn't matter. You can't stop it, so.
I want some of this weed. I'd never do
Dude, Oregon. Oregon is where it's at.
I mean, I get buzzed and watch cartoons, but damn, I want to take a journey.
Take a journey.
just
Rocco's
do it.
modern life sucks compared to that shit.
Yeah, but he's a sex phone operator. Come
Wait,
on, that's the
wait, wait.
funniest cartoon there was.
I didn't think it was cartoons. What was that that pinball game you would play?
Oh, it was there was a pinball game. It was a stupid ass PlayStation game, but I always played it right before I did mushrooms. Just because it had this really psychedelic like one of the levels really psychedelic, and just playing it, it was easy to recognize when the high was coming on. So you can just be playing it, and all of a sudden it's like I'm actually in the pinball machine and all the lights, and I gotta put the controller down. Holy fuck!
1 second, everything's fine. The next second, nothing is okay. Nothing is okay.
You know, I've never had a bad trip, but it's always good. Like, as soon as the trip comes on, it's one of those things where it's like, I gotta not be doing this thing with the TV, and I gotta go explore things.
That was pumping the side of it.
No, it
Jenny
was mushrooms,
McCarthy was
not
on
ecstasy.
MTV again, wasn't she?
It was mushrooms, not ecstasy.
You're saying that as if you can't enjoy that on mushrooms.
I haven't on mushrooms. I have on ecstasy, but
The sound of
I mean,
disappointment right
I've
there.
heard that it's fucking good on mushrooms. Is what the story I've heard.
haven't.
Dude, then she turns into like some fucking troll. Oh, wait.
She already
No,
was.
that's when the come down comes on. It's like, oh, I'm getting sober. Shit.
The beer goggles come off.
Beer goggles.
That's when she gets really white like an angel or albino.
I thought that was what happy fuck.
I was just drunk that night. That was a good one, though. She was a good lay.
She's a good lay.
That's not what we heard.
No. She was a good lay. I was not.
See, no.
I have a feeling this, and tell me if I'm wrong, Chris. I have a feeling that you are not a worker during this. You're gonna lay there and kind of let the
No, I did all kinds of work.
He rolled back and forth, frontwards and backwards.
I
You
wasn't.
ordered Domino's.
I was a lot less fat at the time. This was many moons ago. Many.
No, see, to go along with her, like, I remember you talking about, you know, because this isn't the first episode we've talked about her and how, like, she would glow in the black light, right? But that's not what I'm imagining. I'm imagining, like, she's one of those, like, semi-opaque fleshlights, and you can just watch yourself inside of her.
No.
You can watch the blood.
At least
just, like,
not that I
slowly
noticed.
pulling up down there.
Oh, look, I'm coming.
It was
best
dark.
kind of
I didn't pay
albino.
that much attention. I didn't actually know she was an albino till later. I just thought she was really pale.
Okay, so, like, because I was imagining, like, I didn't know she was an albino. I thought she was black.
I didn't look at the whites in her eyes.
That's what I was kind of imagining this too. You're just like in a dark room. I want to have sex with you now.
No, it was like what was we doing that night? We played poker.
Yeah,
Started watching porn.
That's how it starts.
Texas Hold'em, sexy. And then started watching porn. I don't know how that's a logical lead through, but it's the kind of thing that happens. And then everyone left, and I fucked with an albino.
I don't think I've ever watched porn in a group before.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah.
I'm the only one that's watched porn in a group.
I think
You
so.
kink shaming
What's
motherfuckers.
the point? What are you gonna start jerking off in front of the group?
Yes.
Okay, then you're more fucked up than I thought.
Really, Chris was having a paranormal experience. She wasn't fucking an albino. She was actually just a ghost.
She was a ghost.
And really, he's just fucking
Dead people.
This is
gored out of his mind, fucking a couch.
That his penis just starts spinning around and vomiting everywhere. It's not actually cum.
It was like the ghost of your great great grandma coming back to visit you, and you just start fucking.
Worst LSD sex ever.
Damn.
No. He's got his friend's cat. He's just like, meow.
Wow. You
Fuck
bombed
that. The
one.
cat loved it.
The cat loved it. All 2 inches.
That's why it was okay.
Barnes.
I was 2 steps into making a Tyson joke there. I resisted. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Opportunity missed.
Opportunity missed for you and your followership.
Hell yeah. Some people love the
Yeah,
cringe.
he's the one German.
He's the one
No
German.
one German.
Nein. Ich bin kein German.
Give me more of the guy that's not funny. I really enjoy him.
I said ask the Jews, not gas the Jews. What,
Adolf would have
Mercedes?
found me hilarious. Fuck you.
Dude, I can't.
I'm
So
gonna drink all your whiskey.
go for it, dude. He was like, do not bring that bottle back. I'm like, if it's still there, I'm bringing it back. It is what it is.
I'm good, but thank you.
I'm not ready to lose an organ again tonight.
You still got plenty to go.
Dude, you
still
still
got,
got,
like,
you
a
still got an
spleen.
appendix. We can lose that.
You got a spleen and 2 kidneys. You got plenty of extras.
You've still got the testicles, even if they aren't connected.
We just have to go rob them back. Can that be next episode? Can we do that next week? Go rob your testicles back?
Rob my testicles back. Oh, man, that would be an...
Break into his house.
Give me my fucking testicles! She's like, get out of my house!
What are you doing in here?
I'll take the newborn. I'll take it.
It's like, are you drunk? Yeah, so are you, bitch.
You've been drunk for the past 8 months.
I'm just imagining some like Blair Witch Project freaking like podcast thing going on.
Technical difficulties, bitches.
All right, so anyways.
Wait.
Wait.
Blair Witch Project. Courtney walking down the hall going, "Grrr, give me your balls. Now you're going to have to do another bleep.
Technical difficulties avoided.
I want you to drop your balls in me.
I don't got no balls to drop, baby.
She just likes chewing on his fleshy empty sack. Nibble, nibble, nibble.
I can just imagine him doing the Hector or the Hannibal Lecter thing. It's like she had it with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
No. This goes exactly with what you were talking about before we started recording, right? Like she nibbles on his sack, but I can't imagine it that much different than a kid snorting a condom.
What? Wait, what?
Have you seen
Have
those
you
videos?
not seen that
No.
yet?
That's the new challenge, right? It's no longer about eating Tide Pods.
It's snorting a condom through your nose and pulling it out your mouth.
Nice.
I've never
Nice.
been so hard in my life as watching that video.
How old was she?
That's right.
She was legal, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
She was
Wait,
old
just because
enough.
a condom's involved, does that mean that, like, child laws start to get involved?
No?
Shit.
I don't
Butterscotch?
think so.
Can you weigh in, please? She says no.
Okay.
I had a client snorting condoms one time.
That is until they escalate it, as it's bound to do, to used condom snorting.
Ooh.
See, the real trick is to snort it right side in, but expel it flipped out. You get a
Reverse.
salty... Yeah. You get
Well,
a
that's easy.
salty
You just gotta,
protein
like-
snack.
Just gotta catch it on the rim of your nose.
No, that's not what they
Tear it
do.
down.
They snort it all the way through, cough it out their mouth, then pull it all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
I got the
Feeling
video
it.
on
I
my
can
phone. I'm
feel it
pretty
at
sure.
the back of my throat right now.
You gotta watch this shit.
They say it's ribbed for pleasure, but it doesn't feel that great.
It's ribbed.
What I heard too is the new challenge is using the non-lubricated ones because the lubricated ones are too easy.
Oh.
I'm just
Gross.
waiting. I'm waiting for the first death. Some kid snorts a condom, goes all the way
First
down
death?
and inflates in their lungs, and then just
Dead.
That's what I'm
All of a
saying.
sudden-
I'm all in favor of voluntary eugenics.
There's already been a bunch
Same.
of ER visits and stuff to try to get them out of the kids.
I'll snap.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, seriously, where are the parents on this one, right? Buying the condoms.
Well, at least she's
Well,
having
the other
meme
safe
I
sex.
saw
Well,
was
as you
snorting
know, the
lines of
daughter's going in the room
Ajax.
just like.
But
All
minus
right,
the dong.
James, check this shit out.
Show them a video.
Slight
We're gonna-
interruption here.
Well, you guys can keep talking while the chick's
Just waiting for the
snorting
one
a
kid to
condom.
try to double snort a condom and like actually
I almost
die,
fucking
right?
gagged the first time I watched this shit.
She's like slowly sucking it down. It's not like
yeah.
Slowly sucking it. It like pops at the end, and that's the surprise.
That little snap at the end when the fucking rim catches on her sinuses.
I guess.
Oh,
I guess.
fuck, that's not legal.
It flicks the UV lunch. She's like, whoa, throws up in the condom.
Close enough.
I mean, I guess it's always a surprise when the condom snaps at the end. But
Tell us about that,
what
Jay.
I'm
Yeah,
waiting for
Jason.
is like, there's got to be
just
some breakage.
all of a sudden it feels really good.
14 years ago, did you even use one?
fuck no. Bareback.
He was just used to losing them inside.
Cinnamon, did you pull out?
As they
anything?
fall off because he doesn't have the.
Yeah. Totally. Oh, it's all over your back. Let me wipe it off.
Has to spit to make sure. Like
He's like, I'm coming.
Oh, sorry, there's a loogie in that one. Let me get that for you.
It's like the cliffhanger.
Just imagining it like dripping down her back, hanging off like some kind of tail.
It's like
Hanging off the side of her labia. Just
We were talking
look
about
on her
being able to
face,
breathe
though.
in and out with your vagina earlier. I mean, you just breathe in a booger.
he's like,
breathing the booger.
he's recovering from a sinus infection, so it's really thick too. Why is your
Brain and-
sperm so scratchy?
It's like a whole new fetish
Why
where
is
it's
it
like
green?
cliffhangering into a chick's vagina. You just got it open and you're just like.
he's been blue balling, so it like curdles up.
We
Butterscotch
went over
is
this
over here
last week.
gagging
Tyson
out.
goes through that shit, apparently.
Damn.
Oh, it just
curdle
comes
up,
out
Tyson?
thick like cottage
Does it
cheese.
come out thick like cottage cheese?
Then he has to
Just
take
get
a shit
stuck in your
afterwards.
dick.
You're not
Just
taking
get
care of it yourself once a day?
I thought you said
Like-
you didn't, or you had to piss afterwards. That was the
Yeah.
Tyson's like,
Like
I do
everybody
like 4
else?
hours later and it's
No.
crystals.
It's like
I
a
want to
gout
be
in my
talking no
penis.
balls.
You're basically getting a UTI every
His
time.
is basically just water.
Hey, that's all right. She gets a drink and refreshed.
Well, we
cries
all
out of his penis.
we all know that you don't have any swimmers.
How do I not have any swimmers?
How long did you and try for a baby?
Another
Name
bleep.
drops.
Who cares about her?
He'll bleep them out later.
It's
God.
this easy. I just go bleep.
Don't bleep her.
No, I'm not
Why?
gonna bleep her.
Why do we give a shit what she thinks?
And that wasn't on me. That was on her, actually.
Does she have an inhospitable vagina?
So it's not just her personality. I get you.
Hostile
Acidic in
uterus.
every.
She's acidic everywhere. Her pH level is so low.
I went to the hospital. I jizzed in the cup. I did the walk of shame into the bathroom with the magazines.
Wait. I was going to ask, did they give you magazines?
They were all, dude,
He's
they
just
were all in
wondering,
the
you
room.
know.
It's a
Did
special
they,
room.
Did they offer you
It's a
any help?
special room.
Wait, I
It's got
worked at the
magazines, like,
hospital.
lined all
I've
over.
never seen that room before.
I've never seen the jerk off room.
Me
Both
either.
me and him worked at the hospital.
There's like a freaking like a.
the
It's, it
local
looks like
hospital?
kind of like
This
a
was after your
nightstand
time,
next to the
apparently.
toilet, and there's magazines there. Yeah.
What,
but
like what
nobody
kind of
offers to help
magazines? Are
you
we
out.
talking real softcore or are we talking
Like,
Pretty
like
soft,
Playboy or
yeah, like
Hustler?
Playboy and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
It's in the
Hey,
it's,
hey,
in the,
hey.
it's in the office of the fertility
I read it
doctor's
for the
You're like,
office.
oh,
articles,
fuck all
man.
this shit.
It's
I've
like,
got my phone.
unless it's Asian ill porn, I'm not gonna fucking do anything.
It's not in the
Once I've
general
jacked off
bathroom.
to Asian girls puking in each other's mouths, you can't just go back to Playboy.
Why do they even have those in there anyway? It's like they act like you don't have the internet.
Exactly. I don't know.
It's like,
Going to my
no,
porn,
just let
I'm
me
gonna
just
watch
yeah,
Asians
let-
puking into
let me
each
check my
other's
cell
mouths.
phone.
There's probably some
You don't
older
need a
dudes
magazine
going in
rack. You
there.
just need a Wi-Fi router right in the room so that you know you got good connectivity.
The reason why it took him so long, he's like, they don't got American Grizzly magazine.
No, that's the part I'm getting at here. Like, who the
Don't kink
fuck
shame,
needs
bitch!
stimulation? Like, stimulation's fine, like physical and all that jazz. It, like, has to happen somehow. Who needs a fucking book to come?
He's like, I can't come, nurse. Come in here, hold one of my fucking 3 knives to my neck, and put my gun to my head.
Put it in my mouth.
Alex, what do they do? Put you in a bathroom with a Men's Health magazine?
I'm not gonna say no, except for the fact that I've never gone to a hospital to jizz.
Why would I need to?
Oh no, the guy I was fucking didn't get pregnant. Fuck, I think it's him.
He's got an inhospitable asshole.
It's pretty basic.
I'm dying.
So they came back. What was your count?
I don't remember, but it was good.
One.
Single digits.
It was like 3 or 4. Fuck off.
yeah.
I had 2 warrior ones and 1 impregnating one.
I had one with 2 tails.
Swam in circles.
More tails the better, right?
Exactly.
They're all mutated for how many ball shots he's taken on his dirt bike.
We love homies with extra chromies, man.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Y'all need Jesus.
Jesus.
I can't recover from that one. Damn.
Dude, that is
I stole that one. I'm sorry. I don't remember which one of these guys showed me, but I stole that one.
Oh.
Kids learning to talk. Hello, Daddy. What are you doing?
No. Okay, so slight deviation, because that goes exactly with why I asked you guys to remind me about celery.
Oh,
If I
celery.
didn't
Yes,
bring it
it's
up.
in my notes.
Right? Yeah, he keeps notes. So picking up some drinks for tonight because we're having drunk cast tonight, and I was reaffirmed by 2 things at the store today. First, leash laws should apply to children.
Yes.
And second, there is few things quite as amusing inside a grocery store as someone that's mentally disabled screaming the names of vegetables. Celery! I love celery. It's crunchy. I can't even do it right. Like I'm way too.
Celery's crunchy.
Thank you. You can do the retarded voice way
He
better
went
than me.
naturally into
Was
that.
it acoustic or down?
I just had to push my soft spot in the back of my
He's
head.
like, here, hold on, let me push the retard button.
He does yodel.
Let me in my doom, guys.
Gotta hit that
No,
soft
it
spot
was
on the
seriously
peach.
though for like I was in there for like maybe like 30 minutes, like nothing too long, and it was
Nothing
constant
too long. Who's going to a store for 30 minutes? Fuck.
yogurt aisle. There was so many people there. I wanted yogurt. Apparently, they all did too. But no, it's constant. It was
All
Did
just
you
the
like,
want
retards
yogurt to
love
splash it
yogurt.
on your back for a good night?
From your Men's Health magazine?
yeah, it's to fight the yeast infection.
What you do is you cut off the tip of a go-gurt and you go from the bottom up. Ah, there's so
No, you
much.
can't do it all at once. You got to do it in like little spurts.
No, just roll it up like a tube of toothpaste or Tyson's grandma.
Powdered toothpaste.
No, it doesn't come out that dry. He's into munging.
Damn.
He's just sitting there, no comment.
She's leathery and dead, you fuck.
I know.
Speaking of our grandma,
No
have I ever
kink
told you-
shaming.
have I ever told you about how I got her into the back of an ambulance?
Oh, God.
Not where I expected that
I
to
got her in
go.
the back of an ambulance.
So we're trying to get her into like a retirement home, right? This isn't getting this is getting published. So our grandma, morbidly obese. Morbidly.
Like when she was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to Curves and I'm on a diet, and she broke 450.
So we're at their house,
Got a
right?
slow roaster going.
And we're
Keep
trying to we're trying to get her into the ambulance so that way they can take her out to Salt Lake to this old person
Mind
house
you,
route.
think of back to our Stephen Hawking's episode, wheelchair, right?
Wheelchair, electric
built
wheelchair.
for a 450-pound woman.
So we're
Like,
talking
like
love
wheel
chair.
tank.
It was like one of those kid electric 4-wheelers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So she's freaking out, punching my grandpa, calling him a son of a bitch, running him over with this electric wheelchair. And she's like, "You son of a bitch, I ain't letting you take me there." And so I run over to the freezer and I pull out a creamsicle. I coaxed like a 500-pound old lady into the back of an ambulance with a creamsicle, going down this metal ramp she has from her front door. She's like, "Creamsicle!" Like going all the way down, just waving it in front of her.
Holy shit! How old is she at this point?
60
60s.
something. Yeah.
So it's not like she's.
I
like,
hope I'm that far
dementia
gone when
or-
I'm
No, she had
60.
dementia
Oh, it's
at
bad.
that point.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
okay.
the end, yeah.
She was a horny old lady too.
Come over here and
Oh, I know about it.
Fucking whiskery ass chin. That
I
still
don't remember
says
our
chill.
grandma being a smoker, you asshole.
No, that's not how she needed to get the cancer. It definitely wasn't from the smoking.
She died like 5 months later from kidney failure. But yeah, apparently you can coax fat people with creamies. Chocolate creamies.
Is that right, Topher?
Yeah.
Where you got one?
Reminds me of one of my exes.
What would I do for a Klondike bar?
Is he a chocolate creamy?
They didn't go in the top hole.
Wait. So are you a power bottom?
Ass to mouth.
Not that kind of relationship.
Wait, it was a platonic relationship putting creamsicles in
It's a
people's
platonic
asses?
relationship with the chocolate creamsicle that didn't go in the top hole, right? Catching up.
Okay, didn't quite present this one the right way. Maybe
Okay, back it up. Back
here
it
a
up.
little
Back
bit.
it up.
Younger, and it was his
Wait,
own
how
doing.
younger?
How
Yeah.
much younger?
Nope.
Is this like a shed in the backyard story?
Sure.
Spinning on a rusty nail.
The more vague he is, the more safe he is later.
I'm leaving this one. I gave you plenty of content last week. One of you guys step the fuck up. I gave an
haven't fucked any
entire
minors.
episode about my sordid sexual past.
Assorted.
But you started this story, so now you have to finish it. No, I'm not gonna finish it.
It's done there. What more is there? Someone like sticking your creamies up their asshole.
It's a new move. Stucking.
But it wasn't sexual or was sexual?
100%
Probably thought of
platonic.
it as that.
But it wasn't sexual
I'm not
for
the one
you.
sticking the creamies up his asshole.
Yeah,
We're just
hemorrhoids,
watching?
like-
That's just how you recover after a relationship with Alex.
Oh, okay.
He just had anal fissures, man.
It's got a
was trying to be
cooling
helpful.
presence. A nice cooling
The
presence.
doctor says I gotta ice my muscles down.
And it's delicious afterwards.
You lick it and put it back
Butterscotch?
Shit. Literally shit.
up. Shit.
You can actually get a hard poop if you freeze everything up in there.
Like a shit sickle butt fuck.
Thank you. Someone to recover from that Tyson joke. Jeez.
I'm into that weird shit, dude. I'm not afraid to admit it.
All right, well, let's hear some stories.
I'll watch some.
I'm
shit
getting
sickle
ideas
butt.
right
Tell
now.
us
I
about
always
Miss
have
Jill.
diarrhea, so I might as well stick a
Tell us
freaking
about Miss
creamsicle up my
Jill.
butt.
Miss Jill. Yeah.
Okay, so the names have been changed
To protect
to
the
protect
guilty.
the
Yourself.
guilty. Yeah. Well, so
Protect him, yeah.
Protect his testicles.
So, a couple years ago, well, I guess this has been like a year and a half ago, my wife left me. And so, I was kind of like in a weird spot. And
Wait. You don't look like you're old enough to ever have been married.
how old do you think I am?
I don't know. Like
23.
21, 22.
I'm 24.
Oh.
But
So young.
Me and her
I
are the same
also
age.
grew up in a Mormon culture where it's like,
Okay, yeah.
you know,
Colt
culture.
culture.
Yeah. So, I was like in a weird spot.
So why did your wife leave you? I'm just curious now.
A lot of it dealt with the fact that she did not like Indonesia, and I did. And so I was like, I want to stay here, and she did not. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Am I
better.
farther? Okay. I was unaware that I had to
Well,
literally.
you're just talking
So
about
You have to
Didn't like-
literally be on top of it.
Oh, okay.
So your wife didn't like Indonesia.
So she went home, and I was kind of in a weird spot. And so my boss was like, well, I'm paying for you to go to KL in Malaysia. And she's like, but the only stipulation is you can't look on Instagram. From now until we get back, you cannot get on Instagram. What? Okay. Well, come to find out, it's because my ex had posted a picture of her and her new boyfriend in bed, like right after they had sex.
Nice.
And she didn't want me seeing that because she didn't know like what it was gonna do to me emotionally. Anyway, so we go out there, and the whole trip is just to be drunk and to like slam bitches. Like that's the whole point of this trip. So we're on Tinder swiping through, and then there's this girl, and we hit her up, and she's like, "Yo, what are you guys doing tonight?" "Oh, well, nothing. Probably just getting drunk at the hotel." "Why?" "Oh, well, come through. Come to this hotel. It'll be cool." Cool. So we go to this bar in this hotel, and we walk out, and this girl is like 5 foot tall. 5 foot tall, but just blasted in tats, just covered. And she's like, "Hi, I'm Jill." "Cool, nice to meet you." So it's me, my friend B, and my other friend R. so R,
Clever pseudonyms.
R is a girl, and so it's B and me
Rachel.
and R. So we go into this club. The elevator doors open, and then there's just this big bouncer dude, and he's like, "No, nobody's coming in." Well, Jill walks out from behind us, and she's like, "Excuse me?" And this guy just gets deer in the headlight looks. And he's just like, "Oh my God, Miss Jill, I am so sorry. I do need to see their IDs though." And she's like, "That's fine. Do you guys have your IDs?" Well, R and I had our IDs, but B didn't. And so she's like, "I'll take B back to the hotel. You guys go in and have fun. Drinks are on the house. Just have a good time." Cool. Well, I should have known something was up at this point when she's like, "Drinks are on the house," right?
Yeah.
Well, so we're getting there. Well, let me give you a little bit of background on B. He's out there. He's very adventurous, very aggressive.
Yeah.
And so he's the guy that's always instigating stuff. "Let's go do this." He's very adventurous, get in your face kind of guy.
Yeah.
Well, so R and I are partying. It's a good time. I turn around and there's this girl, really beautiful woman. I'm like, nice. I grab her, start dancing with her. And I just feel
Grab her by
this.
the pussy.
I
start
just
dancing with
feel
her.
this hand on my shoulder, right? And it's this guy, and I look at him, and he just goes, puts his hand up and says, Okay, dude, like, I'm in your place. I put my hands up. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm cool. Well, a couple minutes later, I'm like, I should apologize. So I get his attention. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry I didn't know she was with you. And he's like, no, dude, we're just here to have a good time. Cool. Well, so probably about an hour later, B comes back, and he is white as a ghost, and his eyes are huge. And he's like, you have to chill and be as chill as possible. Now, for him to tell me that is like a hurricane telling, like, a regular day to chill. So I'm like a sunny, bright, sunshiny day, and this hurricane's like, dude, you gotta fucking chill.
That was a good visual.
And so I'm like panicked. I'm like, why? And he's like, this is a gangster club. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it is pretty cool, right? And he's like, no. Oh. And he's like, Jill is Malaysia's crime boss's daughter.
Nice.
Oh. Immediately sobered up. So it's only like midnight at this point. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's like 3 a.m. now. We're getting tired. We get Jill's attention. We're like, yo, we're ready to go. This girl, knowing who she is now, I don't want to disrespect her. Well, she's like, why? Bitch, it's 3 a.m. Go home.
Nice young.
And she's like, well, why? Well,
there.
R at this point.
Yeah.
She decides it'd be a good idea to be like, oh, well, if I'm getting like sexually attacked, then she'll be like, oh, well, I can see why you guys want to leave. So she's like, well, people have been grabbing my boobs and my butt all night. No. No.
Oh, no.
This little 5-foot chick lights up like a firework, dude. She is just like, who? And she's like looking at us, and she's like, who? And she like starts whipping around. And we're like, no, like, it's fine. B and I are trying to calm her down. We finally get him out into the elevator, and Jill is just pacing. She is back and forth. You guys aren't going to tell me? No. That's fine. I have cameras.
This is like a true hangover
I'm like,
story.
holy shit. And B and I are like, well, Jill, you can't, like, kill them. This bitch looks us right in the eye and says, I'm not going to make promises I can't keep.
Holy shit.
See, honestly, I was just expecting. Why?
And I was just like, holy shit, right? So we get down, go out, and like she's waving us down a taxi. She yells something in Malay at him. We get in, get to the hotel, and we're like, how much? He's like, you're friends with Miss Jill. Yeah, no charge, please leave. No charge, please leave. Just get out. Go. Okay. Yeah, went back to the hotel. Never wanted to speak to her again, dude. Like, no, thank you. Yeah. Oh, not like. Don't get me wrong. It was a good time. I had a really good time, but it is not something that I ever wish to see myself in that position ever again.
Has she hit you back up again?
Never. It was
Never.
super cool. She just cut and clean. She knew that we were only there for vacation and hasn't talked to us since.
Dude, I would have hit her back up
That
again.
was a chill crime boss's daughter.
Yeah. She got us weed there, so that was cool.
Was it good weed in Malaysia?
No, it's terrible. It's like the compressed, like bricks kind of thing. Oh, but you have to be really careful over there too, because if you get caught with a quote unquote measurable amount, the cop is judge, jury, and executioner. And if you're white, they will drag you out into the middle of the street, start yelling some shit to gather a bunch of attention, pull out their gun, and just kill you right there in the middle of the street.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you've been having fun while you've been home then?
Yeah, to say the least, yeah.
It's so much more chill here.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, at least the cops never fucking kill me for getting
I don't
high.
have 5
'Cause you're white.
tattooed bitches
True,
chasing me around.
true.
Oh, wait.
Hi, Cinnamon. Dude, that's freaking nutty, man.
No, but like, it's not all like that. Like, Malaysia was really, really cool. Like, there was a badass aquarium we went to, and it's like the entire thing. It's on like the second story of a mall, and the entire second story is like underwater.
That's pretty cool.
Super cool,
We'll have to come and visit you once we start making money.
dude. I agree.
Be a good time.
We shameless plug. The Phoenix Lombok. We own a hotel down there, so come down and visit.
Oh, that's right. You do own a hotel.
Yeah.
Do you own people?
Yes.
He's like, I'm in
I
America,
would say
shut the fuck
no.
up.
I would say no, but like as much as we pay them, they'll never, ever, ever, ever leave us.
Yeah.
Just because we pay way more than normal people.
So
do.
this kid one day, so I was playing video games with him, and I was like, and I asked him the same question. I was like, do you own people? He's like, well, let me answer your question. And here there's like, beep, and some lady's like, yes. And he's like, hey, will you bring me some of those homemade chocolates? Yes, right away. And then like a little while later, he starts getting super drunk. And then I just hear like this knock, and he's like, oh, hi, yeah, you're coming in. Thanks for the chocolates. Go back downstairs, please, now. Need anything else? No, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, bye, sir. I'm like, holy crap.
I got it to the point where every morning at like 6:30, she'd walk in with a smoothie and a cup of coffee. Oh, no, it's not my mom.
Yeah, because that's where I was going.
It's not about whether it's your mom or not. Have you banged the chocolate lady?
I have not.
Is she hot?
She is not.
That's all right.
She's crested the Asian age level where all of a sudden it goes from like young
30?
to 80, like 30 to 80.
That's all right. Just take Chris there as your wingman, and I'm sure he
We
will.
could maybe finally find him a woman.
Chris has standards now. He has standards.
She makes
You-
chocolate.
Yeah.
You can
God
get
damn.
the most beautiful women over there just by being white.
Aren't most
You
of
can
them
be a
pr-
complete piece of shit and still get the most beautiful women just
have
because
my
you're
attention?
American.
You have my attention.
Aren't most of them pretty much like starving to death too? So here you go. They'd be skinny.
Chris only has one requirement. She has to weigh at least or less than half of what he weighs.
No, there's a formula. We went over this before. It's less than half, rounded down, plus 7. Alex went over this.
For weight or
thought
for
that was
age?
age.
It works either way.
What weight is that?
Thing within Malaysia, though, age doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in Malaysia the age of consent's like 12.
Gross.
But he's thinking about it.
There was a
Gross, but
hesitation
you have
there.
my attention.
But he's smiling.
Gross, but I've got an awkward boner. Keep going.
Question, how do they feel about you asking their sister's name?
They love it. Hey, what's your sister's name?
So what he's referring to is a story when I got kicked out of a rec center.
What would Miss Jill
out
do
or
if you asked
arrested?
that question?
No, I made it out before I got arrested.
He didn't get kicked out. He ran for his life from the cops.
You see one little boy in a changing room.
Naked in a changing room.
And you think you know him because you hung out with his sister in high school.
And you think you know him, and you think he's hung.
Those thighs look familiar. What's your sister's name?
He's running away. I can just picture him running away with his awkward boner, just like.
You say, "Hey, kid, what's your name?" And all of a sudden you realize, I don't know if he's special needs or not, but he just got the look.
Because that's the part that matters.
But he just got
Hey, little kid, do you have special needs?
This is just what went through my head, okay? Then he gets the look of fright on his head and heads out of the dressing room half dressed, and you're like, uh-oh.
He gets flashbacks from his uncle in the closet.
Right? Which is great, because Chris and I immediately caught on to what was going on there. And we're like, well, we have to be home now. And so we get the fuck out of there, and Jason stays behind.
No, I freaking get dressed, and I get the hell out of there. And as I'm leaving, a cop is pulling in the parking lot.
Shit.
Oh, gosh. My brother. So I'm thinking in the next couple weeks, I'm going to grammar request people's booking photos and post them on our webpage.
Is mine pretty solid?
No, you're just like
Well,
one eye up,
facial,
just
a facial expression.
A little faded.
a little bit faded. You can tell you're like, yeah, I'm drunk a little bit.
Does he have as much RBF as he does nowadays?
No, he actually looks kind of happy.
Oh, that's good.
Jason
Well, he's
just looks
drunk.
like a
Why
child.
wouldn't you look happy?
Some people are angry drunks,
I've never been an angry
Those
drunk.
people are assholes.
Dude,
You're just angry when you're sober.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, whiskey and vodka get me wound. If I have both of those at the same time, I don't get aggressive. Just everything is 100%. So that door is getting ripped the fuck open. Just slam! And everything just full force.
dude, this kid playing shooter games with him when he's drunk is
God.
so much fun. Because he's just like, oh, motherfucker, where were you? And I'm just watching his cam as he's going backwards and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, dude, you're too drunk to be playing this game. He's like, but we're having such a good time. I'm like, yeah, I know.
It gets to the point down there that I could drink a gallon of beer a night, and that's how I'd be playing with him.
It was a good time. It was a great time. So,
The real question is beer cheaper than water? I've been to some places in Mexico where that was the
I had
case.
never thought about that. You can get a liter of water for $1. I guess it's $2.
third world country much?
Yeah, so a liter of water is or a liter of beer is $2.
So about the same price as water?
Yeah.
There you go. Might as well just be drunk.
However,
all the time.
liquor though,
We'll
a
call
bottle.
we'll have that as his biography title. Unfortunately, beer is cheaper than water.
So, question for you. How does your mom feel about you and all your shenanigans since you've been home?
Oh, she has no idea, and I plan to keep it that way.
Is she going to listen to this podcast?
I fucking hope not.
Would your brother share this with her?
He probably would.
Sweet, I know who I'm tagging on the post.
Shit's about to get interesting when you go home, buddy.
Did he take pictures of you while you're smoking?
Huh?
Did he
Yeah,
take
was it
pictures of
me?
you
Yeah.
while you were smoking?
Oh, I already got Molly back.
It's collateral
It's all
shit
good.
for my older brother, I'd imagine.
She's got
There
it
you
coming.
go.
Oh, sorry, I already got Cinderella
Who's already
back.
coming?
Cinderella.
Time for a bleep.
Time for a bleep. So, Chris, why don't you pull out your phone
What?
and look up on YouTube 10-inch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not where I thought that was headed.
Wow.
Yeah, that ended
was a
in
turn.
a different place than I thought.
But then he was saying YouTube, so, 10-inch.
Well, I heard you porn, so could we do that instead, please? I know we were talking about that group jerking off thing. I'm kind of interested in that now.
He's getting into it.
Wow, that's number 2 on the Google help.
Chris, do you let me Google this for you yourself?
What is that? That's not what I'd like. What are you looking at?
You looked at the wrong giant Teenage Mutant
Oh,
Ninja
there you go.
Turtle
Yeah,
cock.
there you go.
Is this video interesting to you?
Yeah,
I know you can't see it.
Can I have a link for this in the description?
Yeah.
But then a horny dude that worked at the nuclear power plant, his radioactive sperm fell into the sewer.
It's a terrible.
God damn it, Homer.
Turtles. Over time, the turtles grew, especially in the lower shell area.
The rest of us are actually watching the video.
The Triple X parody.
I came across this today on my weird YouTube searches,
Keyword there was came across.
You came on?
but I think the names on it are just freaking hilarious.
Have you heard about the secret gang of ninjas committing crimes across the city? Of course you haven't heard.
What's the
They're
names?
Ninjas. They're really quiet.
10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Pass me some pizza. Do you want it with pepperoni? I've already got a pepperoni.
Michelangelo. Yeah. Master Sphincter. I like how there's subtitles. April O'Neil's just April O'Neil. Fuck her. Oh yeah, fuck her.
Hey, that's like my 7-year-old self.
Spreader. Of the Foot Job Clan.
Of the Foot Job Clan.
Dongatello. Oh, he's black.
Nice stick.
Casey Bones. Oh, we're really stretching now.
To get cut. You've already been cut?
Oh, sphincter chick. All right.
Sounds like a fun Saturday night.
This sounds like a casual Tuesday.
Sounds like a casual Tuesday.
I'm in.
Anyways, I seen this news article posting about how all these porn companies that are up and starting are posting their trailers on YouTube and trying to convince kids to come in and watch them.
Is that
what that was?
Was that a live action thing?
Well, shit, it worked because now I'm going to go look at that up later.
Hey kid, you need a lifeguard? This is a bathtub.
There's a shark, get out! What are you, crazy lady? There's no shark in the bathtub.
No, but there's a cougar.
The thing is,
There's
I'm
a
not
water
looking that
snake.
up so much to be, get some sassy time with myself, but I got to know if they keep the suits on, during, because those were some bad rubber suits.
Jason's laptop's over there, pull it up.
No, it's way over there, and I'm a little drunk now.
I'm a little drunk now.
You don't need me stumbling around all that equipment.
I only had like 7 shots of your whiskey. It's
You only
good
had
whiskey,
7.
by the way.
It is good whiskey. Great barbecue and stuff. Anyways, it's good stuff. Thanks everybody for coming this week. I think we'll call the podcast right there. Great episode, guys. Last little bit of plugs. Remember, follow us on Facebook. And then we got our Twitter at Offensive PC. Right, Ty? Yep. And then feel free to share us around. Word of mouth helps us out a ton. And if you haven't already, go to iTunes, if that's where you listen to us at. Rate us 5 stars and leave us a review. That helps us boost up on the charts there and helps us get found a little bit
Or
more
Google
easier.
Play if you're not a fag.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks for letting me on your show, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, James, for coming.
We'll have to have you back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Definitely. You gotta gather some more stories.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have plenty.
Yeah. We've got him. How much longer are you here?
I'm here till mid-May.
Mid-May.
We'll probably have you on again. That's
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
And then maybe Skype call you in a few times
I'll be all right
when you
with
go
that.
back to Indo for all your new updated, dilapidated adventures.
Yeah,
We can make a whole section called James' Dilapidated Adventures.
and it's just me and my drunken adventures.
Your drunken
You
escapades
just
in
have that as a
Indonesia.
blog post.
Yep.
There you go. Alrighty, thanks for listening, everybody. Deuces.
Peace.
Later.
Deuces.
Toodles.
Toodles. Auf Wiedersehen.